number 18, and will be on Ashley Perkins at centre-half forward. Bolshevik running back to the back line.
We started to move forward with Darren Ryan, who it looks like he's going to run through the centre square. So that really there's some enormous tactics first up here.
Tom Malone Grant wearing 54 today, not 53, so he's your 54, and Andrew Dabrowski looks like he's got the job on him, so looking forward to that clash. And Matthew McNamara on Shane Andrews. At the other end, Chad Rivet. Rob Henderson has the job on Chad Rivet, so a big job for Rough Robbie.
Who's number 31? Dwayne Broom, is it?
Dwayne Broom.
Yes.
On Ricky O'Toole.
Yeah, he's got the job on Ricky O'Toole.
Good luck, son.
That's not a bad run West match, actually. Dwayne has got a bit of experience.
Start of the first term, match day live this afternoon. Round 8 between Corio and Bannockburn will be Savanka up against Lister, and they go up. Lister uses the body and gets it away. Punched away through the middle by Hickleton, now tapped on towards Dan's, the coach. In fact, it's Charles. He gets it away to Ricky O'Toole. First handball for him. I'm sure Laurie will be taking his stats. Gets it away to Walton, in trouble. Drops the footy, I would have thought. Yes. And a free kick to Bannockburn. Bot for Ashley Perkins on the left half-back flank. Chips the ball over the top's okay. Finds Hickleton up the ground. He takes the mark in between half-back and centre wing. So Hickleton now, with the right foot, goes long towards centre-half forward with the breeze. Andrews on a long lead, comes out. Can't take the mark. And a push being paid by the umpire, so might have been in the contest, but Shane Andrews will take it. So we'll have a set shot for goal from about 50 out, and I would suspect after having a bit of a shot in the practice that he would actually have no trouble making the distance. So Shane Andrews now will line up with his left foot from about 48 metres out. Shane Andrews comes in. And a floating ball, but I think he's got the distance and he's got the first goal of the afternoon. So Shane Andrews kicks his first and the first for Bannockburn, and they lead 1 straight goal 6-2. Corio yet to score, and it took a minute and a little bit in the first turn.
Actually, Laurie, that kick was about 10 metres short of the one he practiced with 5 minutes ago. So
just as well too then with the kick.
He just didn't hit it that well.
So
well, we didn't discuss the use of the wing, but I think it's probably a 3 or 4 goal advantage.
So the ball back in the middle now with the umpire, with Bannockburn having got first goal of the day, and that's a good start for them. As the umpire in the middle, Lister and Savanka, the ball goes up. Well, neither get a clear tap away. It comes to ground. Clark picks up for Bannockburn, tries to get a kick, can't do so. Tackling's ferocious in the middle. Umpire gives them a chance to get it out, but they can't. So he will move in and have a secondary ball up adjacent to the circle. So players extricate themselves. Charles, the last one up, and the umpire to put the ball in the air once again. Ruckman go up, both up and down before the ball come out. Lister, little toe poke, gets the ball clear, looking for Perkins. He can't pick it up. Handball comes out. That Wood can't handle it either. And again, well, there's a pretty tough decision by the umpire. There was about half a dozen players on top of the footy, and the bottom one was the Corio player, so the free kick goes against him for holding the ball. Kicked us to full forward Malone Grant. Lovely little tap over to Dwayne Broom. He had a pot shot on the left foot and has just missed. But Bannockburn so far, with the aid of the Breeze, doing all the attacking. 1 goal 1 on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. Corio yet to score, and we've been playing 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, Dwayne had the opportunity there, the perfect opportunity to put some pressure on Ricky. Then if he had to kick that goal, he'd have to play him a bit more attention.
Dabrowski from fullback plays on, gains an extra 10 metres, goes to outside 50, but Sam Hickleton takes the mark and will be about 60 metres out when he kicks. He's just holding play up. The Corio defence been able to move back in and pick up their Bannockburn opponents. He goes long towards the goal square. Andrews from a long way away, can't take it. Front and centre was okay. The kick came away quickly from Furman, and it's through 4-1 behind off his left boot. So Bannockburn go to 1 goal 2-8, and they lead Corio yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes played.
Sam Hickleton might be just difficult to match up. Laurie, the half forward flank, pretty tall.
Yeah, I like him out there, Rick.
Speak of the devil.
Well, the kick-in was from Dabrowski, and the person we're speaking about, Sam Hickleton, has marked it with the man on the mark on the 50-metre arc. Now, there's a whistle on play. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think he's
50.
Given a 50-metre penalty for what? I have no idea. Robbie Walton was standing on the mark, doesn't appear to have moved, but in the meantime, of course, because it's a 50-metre penalty, Sam Hickleton will kick from the goal square. Dabrowski now on the goal line. So Well, the 50-metre penalty, the team rules, it looks like Walton coming off the ground. But in the meantime, Hickleton puts the ball on the right foot over the goal umpire's head, and that's the second for Bannockburn. 2 goals, 2-14 Bannockburn. Corio yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 4.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it's a good start to the Bannockburn side, I think.
So Gaylard on for Corio and Walton off. And 2 goals quickly to Bannockburn in the first 4 minutes. And they lead by 14 points. Corio yet to score, yet to get it past their half-forward flank.
Laurie suggested the bruise was worth 4, so Bannockburn needs 4 to start, don't they?
So back to the middle, Lister up against Savanka. Umpire throws the ball in the air, they both go up early. Lister gets it down towards Clark, got his head ripped off. Should be advantage paid if Ryan can get past, he can't do so. We'll come back to Damien Clark in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, good umpiring there.
So the Tigers into attack once again. Through Clark, goes with the right foot long towards the long lead of Andrews. McNamara plays him in front, Savanka's there as well. Off hands towards Dwayne Broom, who runs onto it. Now he can pick it up, he throws it back to Woods. He can't pick it up through the middle. Barry O'Toole, defensive 50, drills it out wide. Foot race between Eldridge and also Aaron Broom. Gaylard comes across as well. Can he pick it up? He's on centre wing, he needs some support. Clark, he has support. Ricky O'Toole, first kick for the day, goes towards Eldridge, can't take the mark. Offhand, Dylan back there, Hinchcliffe as well. Keys, he bottles it up. The umpire says play on. Eldridge there again, tries to tap it back towards O'Toole. Now Clark handballs it back to Perkins. Great smother, Ricky O'Toole. He goes towards the boundary line. Can he keep it in? Yes, left foot towards the pocket. Now Rivet, he can't pick it up. Goes towards a 10-metre square. Dylan makes up a lot of ground against Eldridge, and he can run away, try and clear. Now he comes back into traffic. He has to get around Rivet. He does so. Left foot kick towards half-back flank. Nobody there though for Bannockburn. And Amon Charles takes the mark for Corio. So Charles now try and drive it long towards full forward. Clifford holds up in the breeze in front. Lister can't take the mark. Dylan's there as well. Handball back. Set Perkins up. In fact, it was Henderson off a step. Goes long. White tries to tap it on. Can't do so effectively. Lindsay, he threw it towards Savanka. And the umpire will pay the free kick at half back. And he's paid, he was going to pay advantage, but now he's not going to. It's going to come back to David White at the left half back flank. So Bannockburn try and clear.
It's one of those debatable free kicks, Laurie, isn't it? Like the hand was open, certainly, but he hit the ball.
It's a flick or a throw, isn't it?
Yeah,
interpretation.
It is interpretation. It's a throw.
So the ball now goes inside 50 for Bannockburn. And getting across there was Furman, Keating against him, who we saw play a pretty good game against Thompson a couple of weeks ago. And he sees it over the boundary line. So into Bannockburn's attacking 50 once again, about 45 metres out from goal. We'll have a boundary throw in. Savanka has worked his way down there. He'll be up against Mullane Grant, who goes up. Savanka tries to take it from the ruck. Woods is there now. Savanka gets wrapped up, tries to lose. Lazarick tries to pick the footy up as he goes through, does so. And in fact, it's held to him, said the umpire, so he'll come in and ball it up only 30 metres out from the Bannockburn scoring zone.
Interesting to look back across the centre, Laurie. Darren Ryan's out there marshalling the troops. He's got players right across the middle line.
Yeah, forming that wall.
Now Mullane Grant tried to get it down to Rees. He runs backwards and then kicks it back 25 metres. It's okay. Finds Hickleton nearly on centre wing by himself. Switches play to centre half forward. White will have to stand his ground. Lindsay comes at it. Good defensive play. Bolchevik off a step. Goes towards centre wing. Perkins. Eldridge to meet him. He comes at him. Perkins uses his strength. Handball back to Aaron Broom. Gets around Gaylard and also Keys. Goes towards centre half forward. Great kick. Mullane Grant on the point of the centre square. Goes with a wobbly kick towards full forward. Off hands to the back. McNamara. Fresh air shot in the end. Mullane Grant's nearly there. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Needs some support. Surrounded. Did he get a leg? Yes, he did, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Tom Mullane Grant, 35 metres out, slight angle. So Tom Mullane Grant, who so far this season has kicked 27 goals, will line up for goal number 28 for the season. And Bannockburn's third. So Dabrowski, his direct opponent, stands the mark. And the breeze probably just working a little bit right to left, so just inside the right-hand goal post as he comes in. Keeps it low. And as he pushed it through, I think he might have. Goal umpire says, all clear. So Mullane Grant's first goal. And the third for Bannockburn. They go to 3-2-20. They lead Corio yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes played.
Well, certainly, Laurie, there's 9 minutes gone, but there's no doubt Bannockburn looked a better side, regardless of the fact they're kicking with the breeze. They're getting first to the footy. They're attacking it. They're using it pretty constructively, and Corio hardly had a touch.
Yeah, that sort of caught him off guard a little bit, Eric. Bannockburn have already been in side 55 times, and that's not a bad result for their 5 times. It's, 3-2, I think, and that's a pretty good effort.
So the umpire in the middle, interesting setup in the middle also. Only one man facing the Bannockburn goal. It is the ruckman Lister. He goes up against Savanka. Savanka gets the tap down. Barry O'Toole, beautiful tap, beautiful roving. Kicks it low into the bruise to the forward area. Attacking the footy was Keys on the left foot. Little chip around the corner looking for Eldridge. Picks it up, handball to Manning, but he's missed the target. And Bannockburn come clear through Broome. It's on the middle of the ground. Little tap forward from Lewis. He can't, high tackle then on, is that...
Lindsay.
Lindsay, it is Toby Lindsay. Kicks a high left footer looking for Ricky O'Toole. Good body work by O'Toole. Takes the mark, but he's been tackled.
Dropped it.
And whilst in the act of bouncing the footy, he was tackled. So the umpire correctly has pinged him for dropping the ball. And the free kick to Bannockburn. Little chip pass to Darren Ryan. Ryan, the coach of Bannockburn, goes to half forward. In the way there, drops the mark, Bolchevic. Now looks for a handball. They're going to get it clear to Clifford. Now to McNamara by hand, and he gets the ball onto the boot. Goes wide. It's 2-1 against Dan's out there, but he does well. Picks it up, looking for support, looking to try and keep the ball in play. But unfortunately, he's forced over the boundary line. So it's out of bounds. Centre wing in front of the change rooms here at Corio. 11 minutes gone in the first quarter as the boundary umpire brings the footy back. Lister doesn't get the tap behind him. He does pick it up, however. Handball to Malone Grant. Kick to half forward. It's hit the ground. It's running about 30 metres after it hit the ground. Keating can't pick the ball up. Rees picks it up. Handball's forward to nobody. Picked up again by Lindsay. Handball looking for McNamara. Can he run onto it? He can, but can't take control of it, unfortunately. And, the ball is still in play. Picked up by Clark of Bannockburn. Chips it back to half forward Malone Grant. He's got 3 to beat. Can't take the mark. Bolchevic, look away handball to Lazarick. Handball to Barry O'Toole. Handball over the top to Gaylard. And he goes wide across the ground looking for Charles. Well-weighted kick. It's just over his head. But Charles picks the footy up. Comes back on the left foot. Chips it back to Savanka. So strong. Attacking the footy, Shane Manning. Can he pick it up? He does. Now handball to Ricky O'Toole. And now can Corio work something here? O'Toole, long kick to half forward. Eldridge, well, he was at the back, pushed in the back, but they got away with it. The ball comes clear to Perkins of Bannockburn and back to the middle of the ground once again. Players slipping a bit. Ball picked up by Lindsay, and finally to Clifford again. On the left foot, they're having some trouble getting the ball into this bruise. As, Manning makes good ground, dives on the footy. Unfortunately, advantage won't be paid. So it's Barry O'Toole who it was dived on the footy and has the free kick on centre wing. A low kick into the bruise. The lead was from Rivet. Hit him on the chest and couldn't control it. Lucky enough to keep it in front, however. Drives it forward. The man in front is Keys. Plays on quickly on the right foot. And, he's got 10 last week. He's got 1 again this week. Terrific effort there from young Johnny Keys. It is Corio's first score. It is a goal. And they trail Bannockburn, who are 3 goals to 20. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone.
Yeah, once again, a good goal from Johnny Keys. That's what he's in the side for, of course, and he's having a bit of a purple patch at the moment. Is he in the league squad, Jason?
He is, yep. He's in the interleague squad, so after some good performances in the last couple of weeks, including kicking 10 last week, so he gets Corio's first, back to the middle, Lister and Savanka. They go up, they both go early. Savanka easily down to Barry O'Toole, but wrapped up by Malone Grant. Held to him, said the umpire, his aim on Charles was just about to run away and go forward. The umpire has caught it back. Umpire Todd and will throw the ball in the air. Does so now. Savanka gets it down easily, but rode beautifully. Darren Ryan, left foot kick long towards Ronnie Pilgrim on the ground, but Keating takes the mark, filling the hole in between full forward and the half forward flank. Now he goes towards centre wing, looking for Ricky O'Toole. Punched away by Hickledon. Got some support there as well. And they can run away. I think that might have been, in fact, it was Rees. Goes along towards Pilgrim. Off the back, Clifford's there. Going to be surrounded. Handball back into traffic. Through the middle, Lindsay. Handball. Going to be chopped off. McNamara in there. Should get a hold for a free kick for a hold. And advantage paid, said the umpire. So Now getting away, Lee Clifford at half-back. Defensive 50, goes towards the middle of the ground. 2-on-1, Charles in front. Can he take the mark? No, umpire said play on. Bannockburn with the numbers there now. Perkins over the top of it, picks it up. Handball sets Ryan up, runs straight into Bolchevik. Got the handball away though to Woods at 50. Could nearly kick it from there. Goes long. Terrible kick off the boot. Pilgrim takes the mark. Ronnie Pilgrim, who replaced Nathan Lewis a couple of minutes ago, has taken the mark in the right forward pocket. And is right on the boundary line. And not without a show of anybody on the ground. He runs around on the left foot. Ronnie Pilgrim shows all the skills if you don't mind. Kicks a behind.
Pretty good try.
One behind to Ronnie Pilgrim.
It was a great try.
And Bannockburn go to 3-3-21. They lead Corio 1 straight goal 6. Victory trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes played.
So we await the ball to come back to Andy Dabrowski, and when they take it forward, Bannockburn, Laurie, they do look good.
Yeah, they do, Eric. I'm just a little bit concerned about the fact that Nathan Lewis has had to leave the ground as well. He looked like he might have got a bit of a kick on the knee, and they can't ill afford to have blow a Kafizic calibre off by the end of the game.
So Dabrowski now called to kick in from the umpire. Goes pretty wide. Mark taken outside 50 by Ricky O'Toole in the middle of the pack. Good mark. He chips it to Dabrowski, who's run from the goal square to the 50-metre arc. And kicks it long to half forward from behind. Dans gets the ball to ground, but you know, you've got to be in front, and he wasn't on that occasion. Giles, they get the ball back to half forward, Bannockburn. It's weight of numbers in Bannockburn's favour again. Lister, handball over to Ryan. Ryan, who's just outside 50, kicks the ball now high in the air, really to nobody, and in the forward pocket, Bolchevik takes the mark for Corio. Oh, he's gone across the face of goal, almost stolen there by Mullane Grant, but Ricky O'Toole equal to the task. Handball to Dabrowski. He's got no one to give it to, unfortunately, and goes backwards with hands to Matty King. And King now wide to centre wing, and so far Bannockburn are manning up pretty well across the middle of the ground. That's not paid the mark. And it's over the boundary line in front of the change room. True centre wing. 16 minutes gone, first quarter. Corio 1 goal, Bannockburn 3-3.
So boundary throw in. Lister, Savanka works his way to the front. Big thump away towards Charles, making up some ground. White, he's got a couple against him. Across there, Robbie Giles as well. Handball back to Ryan in the middle. And he can set something up with the right foot. The lead on from centre half forward. Pilgrim in front. Bolchevik just stood there. Keating in support. Dabrowski's there as well. Little left foot kick. Heard the call across to Ricky O'Toole, and he's taken the mark in front of Damien Clark. Still inside defensive 50. So Ricky O'Toole just chips the ball to Dabrowski. Just outside 50. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly, wants to switch to McNamara, who's come up the ground at half-back. Now he plays on right foot kick, kicks it out towards King at half-forward, who's run up the ground as well. Perkins, left foot kick, wobbly towards the boundary line. Bennett will chase the ball, but won't be able to keep it in. And we'll have a boundary throw in. About 45 metres around from the Corio goal.
Just the way the game seems to be running, Laurie, Bannockburn seem to have too much pace in their back half for Corio's forwards.
Yeah, just at the moment, I think it's got a little bit to do with the wind, Eric, but we just have to see how it unfolds.
From the ruck contest, Gaylard, handball back into Manning, back to Gaylard, handball back towards Keys. He's going to be under pressure. Dan's gave him a good shepherd away to Manning, usually a good finisher on this occasion, though. He's pushed it wide and out of bounds on the full.
I suppose, Jason, it's indicative of 1v2. There's a huge crowd here, right around the ground.
There is, as they see Henderson kick the ball long towards half-back. No mark taken off hands. Charles is there. Bannockburn with the numbers. Handball will come from Clark. Back in ball looking for Lewis back on the ground. Giles is there as well. Gets a shepherd from him. Now he has to get away at half-back. Short kick to Wood. Sets him up. And, well, can he pick it up? No, but he's got some support. Oh, Aaron Broom gets his head ripped off. Umpire says play on. Back towards Lewis. Kick off the ground. Towards half-forward. Might be okay. Rees and Furman are there. Now Lindsay, who switches play towards Keating, but it might be cut off by Broom. He gets out there in front of Keating, over the top of it now. He needs some support. Clark's in there. Charles also there. Furman runs away. Handball, 50-metre handball over the top of Mullane Grant's head. He gets back there with Dabrowski. Dabrowski worries him out of it. And the ball is over the boundary line for a throw-in. 30 metres around from the Bannockburn goal. They lead 3-3-21. Corio 1 straight goal 6. 15 points of difference. We've been playing nearly 19 minutes in the first term.
So the boundary umpire about to put the ball in toward forward pocket for Bannockburn. Big pack there, the ball tapped down by Corio. Dabrowski runs on the footy, tries to get a handball to Manning, who Well, he's flung away, having got rid of the footy.
It'll be 50, won't it?
Well, I would have thought so, but not the case. So the umpire was quite firm in his decision there that Manning has the free kick and no 50-metre penalty. Manning goes wide. Gee, the wind's got that. It's going straight up and straight down, and reading it pretty well was Robbie Giles, just inside the boundary on centre wing, and has taken the mark. So now Bannockburn kick through Giles, back inside 50. At the back there, McNamara tries to push the ball forward. Oh, good roving there. That was
Furman, I think.
Furman. He does well. Has a pot shot, but unfortunately it's offline. So a second behind to Ben Furman, but it is another behind to the Bannockburn score. 3-4-22. They lead Corio 1 goal straight. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes gone.
So Matty King from fullback for the Devils. Goes to the outer side. Higgleton there again. Over the back. Good mark taken. Mullane Grant. So Tom Mullane Grant outside 50 taking the grab. Try and push it. Called to play on now. Wants to get around a couple. Go with the right foot from 50. Long towards the goal square. Andrews, in fact, it's out of bounds on the full. The wind grabbed it and took it to the left forward pocket. So it's out of bounds on the full. King wants to switch play. Told he's got to come back and kick over his mark.
I think, though, Jason, that's where you've got to be very careful. That was just a blaze away kick there, and that's not much advantage at all when you go forward.
So Matty King with the footy from full-back, from the left-back pocket. Manning short. He elects to go further afield. Outside 50 once again. Big pack developed. Ricky O'Toole there. And off the back of the pack was Rees. Mullane Grant in there fighting hard. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So in between wing and half forward. We'll have a ball up. Big pack around the ball. Lister comes across to do the ruck work against Walton. Lister uses his body, gets it down. Now Walton got it back towards Charles. He can't keep it in though. And in front of the player race here, we'll have a boundary throw in.
An observation, Laurie. Corio haven't got the footy. Ricky O'Toole having no impact on the game. Bannockburn controlling the ball.
Yes, that's right, Eric. You've got to have the footy first. And look, I just don't know how Corio assessed this quarter. They're hanging in there.
So now from Lewis, he gets it back towards a White. Tried to screen it back towards Dillon, inside 50. Now Clifford to turn over the ball to McNamara for Corio. In defence, running outside 50. Goes to the right foot, kick low towards Bennett. Pushed under the ball by Aaron Broom, coming across Perkins. And Perkins and Bennett, the two number 12s. We'll see it near the boundary line. Perkins played for a free kick, I think, a push in the back and didn't get one. And it will be a boundary throw in.
He read that pretty well from centre half-back Perkins, didn't he? Attacked the footy.
Lister and Walton. Walton tries to take it out of the ruck contest. Lister's there as well. Kick off the ground by Walton. Woods has got it though. Gets a Shepherd from Perkins. Now across his body towards half forward. All Corio. Ricky O'Toole takes the mark uncontested. Handball back inboard to Dabrowski. Point of the centre square. Goes along with a right foot kick towards half forward. But over the back, Darren Ryan. And he's taken the mark for Bannockburn. Wants to switch play. Goes to the outer side. Hickleton. It's over his head now, foot race between him and Charles. Hickleton has to get around Charles. He's a bit quicker, Charles, and he does well, but he can't keep it in, I don't think, and it will be out of bounds for a throw-in, centre wing outer side. So 3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Corio 1 straight goal 6. We've been playing 22 and a half minutes.
So the boundary umpire to put the ball, a bit like a game of chess so far. It's some interesting moves out in the ground as the ball comes in. No ruckman can get the ball clear. That was David White, trying to get a handball clear, but attacking it is Lazarick. Gets the toe poke along the ground, but Robbie Giles attacks it strongly. Gets it to Furman on the left foot. Kicks towards half. Oh, Matty King up high at half-back flank. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Ricky O'Toole runs back on the footy, but he's bustled off it, but he gets a free kick for in the back. And, well, that's got to be 50 metres. Tom Mullane went through the footy away. Umpires, 3 umpires, not one of them saw it. So Ricky O'Toole now, half-back flank, kicks the pass to the middle of the ground where Walton accepts the mark. Now handball to the runner, who's Dabrowski. A handball not so good, but Dabrowski, plenty of time. Picks the ball up. He's got Lee Clifford, who's made good ground, but terrific work coming across the ground. There was Broom, and intercepts for Bannockburn. Comes back towards half-forward flank, but again, Dabrowski. Well, he tried to draw the player, but Clark was equal to the task and intercepted the handball. But Corio through handball, get it back to Dabrowski. Finally, well, fantastic work there by David White. Great smother in front of our broadcast point. Comes to Matty Dillon, kicks to centre half forward. Now there's a contest. Well, Tom Malone Grant had the footy. Good handball comes to Lewis. He's running into open goal but can't get a foot to the footy. Ruiz attacks it. And, gee, great defence on that occasion by Corio. They've forced the ball over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in a couple of metres from the behind post. But Corio, well, it's the first time this season I've seen them under a bit of pressure, and it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out, because the ball is in the forward pocket for Bannockburn. Comes down Savanka, taps it down. Matt King can't control it, gets a handball to Lazarick, handball to Keating, and he tips it back into the corridor to Shane Manning, who's taken the mark. Now the player's loose out wide, and that's the way he's gone. It's well, actually, Keating's taken the mark.
It was Dan's.
Apologies there. Handball over the top to Clifford, over to Charles, and they're away. Corio, they've got the loose man, kicks it long. It's over the head there of Bennett, and Darren Ryan have read it brilliantly on half-back. Picks it up on the left foot, back into the middle where he's got Woods on his own, takes the mark. He's got Lister in the middle. He's got Dillon supporting him, but Lister takes the mark in the centre of the ground. And Bannockburn doing everything right at the 25-minute mark of the first quarter. As Lister goes long, it's all Corio back there. Lazarick can't take the mark. Ruiz makes a contest out of it. Ball comes out. Lewis pushed in the back. Yes, the umpire, well, he gave it holding the man. I think the push was in the back. And Lewis now has a couple of players having an exchange of phone numbers on the ground there. But it's Nathan Lewis. He's going to be kicking from about 55. With the breeze behind him, puts it in the air. It hasn't got it too well, but I tell you what, it's well shepherded in the goal square, and I think that's going to be a goal. The umpire signals, well, yes, he has now. So Nathan Lewis has kicked his first goal for Bannockburn. It is the fourth. They go to 4-4-28. They lead Corio 1-6. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, now 26 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was a bit wobbly off the boot, Eric, but I had a perfect look at that, and there was definitely no worries through the goals. You dressed me there.
I am. I like touching you, Laurie. It's okay.
Just having a little technical problem in their broadcast point.
Back to the middle, Savanka got it down, coming off half forward. Gaylard left the footy behind. Ricky O'Toole didn't, picked it up, dodged around three, goes to the right foot, kick long towards cousin Barry, who might be able to pick it up. He can do so. No, he can't. Ryan, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I think. Barry rate for be careful, John Keys. He came across a bit late on Darren Ryan, but Barry O'Toole will have a shot for goal. The leading goal kicker in the GFDL.
Might be struggling to make the distance from there.
And
with that bruise.
It's about 50. 45-degree angle.
That'll be a good goal, Eric, if you can slot this one through.
So Barry O'Toole comes in. Oh, good kick off the boot. Has it just got it, I think it's just pushed it away the breeze. It has, through for one behind. So Corio go to 1-1-7. They trail Bannockburn 4-4-28. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
So Lewis, having kicked the last goal, does the kicking in. It's a huge kick to centre wing, looking for Woods. Ball tapped clear by Manning. Clark does the roving, gets a handball clear, goes to Dillon. Handball back to Woods, who's run on. Good work, Bannockburn. A nice kick into the forward half. Oh, magnificent slips catch diving forward by Shane Andrews. I'll pay it. And the umpire likewise. He was right there and diving full length forward. Shane Andrews put the ball, caught it in both hands. And for a left footer, he's in the perfect position. Breeze behind him, 30 metres from goal, a little bit worse than 45 degrees, but a good opportunity here for Shane Andrews. Well, doesn't hit the ball too well off the boot. It's gone across the face of goal, but luck is a fortune, because just sitting there is Tom Malone Grant, who's taken the mark above his opponent. I think, Laurie, the height of the Bannockburn forwards really is a worry at the moment for the Corio defence.
It certainly was on that occasion, Eric. There's no doubt about that.
So Malone Grant, surrounded now by Corio players, so he won't be able to, well, he does move around, he's hooked. Yeah, what's happened there?
Out of bounds, he must have ran out of bounds, did he?
I would have thought he started out of bounds, but well, that's an interesting decision. So the boundary umpire has called the play, and 20 metres from the behind post, the ball will be thrown in. That happens now as Walton Big tap away for Corio. Running onto the footy there is Dabrowski. He's done well in this first quarter. He's had a bit of work to do. Kicks it long, looking for the lead there of Bennett between wing and half forward. It is off the body. It's a free kick to Corio. Well called by the boundary umpire, who was a fair way behind. But Bennett of Corio now has the free kick. Goes long to half forward in front, Barry O'Toole. Tapped away by Darren Ryan. Good work. Lister intercepted there by Keys. He weaves his way out of a couple of tackles. Gets the ball around the corner. Dans runs on the footy. He's immediately tackled. And the ball spills clear. Well, there's a whistle on play. What's the umpire?
Hold on, Keys.
I think it's to Johnny Keys. He's about 55 metres out, so I don't think he'll kick the distance with that bruise. But the free kick has been paid. The man on the mark is on the 50-metre line as Toby Keys. Beg your pardon. Johnny Keys comes in, sees the lead. It's come from Shane Manning. Lovely lead, lovely pass, and very well marked in front of the face. Pretty hard for a defender to do much about that, but Shane Manning's a bit slippery when he can break clear. So now the man on the mark in Damien Clark is 40 metres out. Shane Manning near enough to directly in front as he moves in. Right foot kick, keeps it low into the bruise. Beautiful kick, and a much needed goal for Corio into this bruise. It is their second. They go to 2-1-13. They'll trail Bannockburn 4-4-28. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've just ticked past 30 minutes.
Yeah, certainly very important goal in the context of the game.
So back to the middle, late into the first term. And goal to Shane Manning, his second. Sorry, his first and Corio's second. So it'll be Lister up against Savanka. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Neither get an effective tap. Clark's there. He gets an effective kick from the middle towards centre half forward. Right on the siren, Dabrowski takes the mark. And it is quarter time. And at quarter time, it's Bannockburn 4-4-28. They lead Corio 2-1-13. The goal kickers for Bannockburn: singles to Nathan Lewis, Sam Hickleton, Shane Andrews and Tom Mullane. Grantwell for Corio, their goals. Shane Manning just before the siren and John Keys. 15 points of difference at quarter time. 4-4 plays 2-1. We'll take a break back.